Hello, everyone, right here playing Farming Simulator 22 on Elmcreek, and since last episode, well, I've been doing a lot of sleeping, Evan. A lot of sleeping, and now our crops are ready to harvest. Also, if you pay attention to the top right corner of your screen, everyone, that's right, we got $725,000. Where'd all that money come from? Well, that's a good question. We'll get into that here in just a second. Let's get the combine going here first, though. We got, let's see what's we got canola across all the fields. Oh, this reminds me. Yes, 4,414 liters. Remember that number there. I want to talk about that here in a minute as well. Got the tractor and trailers over here already. The gravity wagons are sitting over there. Let's head back to the main farm here real quick a minute. So the, was it 4,400 we're stuck on there. That's weird. Like a fence through here? Whatever. That 4,400 and was it 14 liters, everyone? That is what we harvested off of these two fields here. And that, everyone, is a terrible yield. That is horrendous. That is an absolutely horrendous yield. Per the information on these fields, everyone, we should have had a 100% yield bonus. So we had 100% plus 100% yield bonus. That should have been a 200% yield increase, everyone. And we got almost nothing, I would say. I don't know why, everyone. I don't know why. The yield was absolutely horrible. Just from the yield testing I have done on here, everyone, I happen to know this field by itself should be able to produce about 4,000 liters. And I haven't really played with the second field, but it looks like both these fields, Evan, are about the same size. This one here might be slightly smaller. So between these two fields, Evan, we should get close to 7,000 to 8,000 liters. Somewhere between 7,000 and 8,000 liters between these two fields. We only got 4,400. So I don't know what was wrong, Evan, but something was horribly wrong. They were fully fertilized as far as I know. They had lime. They need lime now, by the way. No weeds. They've been rolled. They said 100% yield increase. I don't know, Evan. Don't know. So anyway, just wanted to make note of that. Hopefully this field over here, Evan, will yield much better. Actually, get the vehicle here. Just to show you folks. Yield bonus, 100%. Plus 100% plus the... It says fertilized 100%. Plus, I think that's your normal yield as far as I know. So, yeah. That's yield bonus. So you get 100%. And then that bonus, Evan, is what is on top of the already 100% essentially. Anyway, let's, money, Evan. Yes, the money. Where did all the money come from? Well, obviously, when we got greenhouses, we put up a couple more greenhouses here. Got 10 greenhouses total and filled them all up with water here. Did that in between episodes as well. Got the fire hydrants all placed down here as well. That works out really good. Also, I forget if I mentioned, I put, actually, no, I think we did that between episodes, didn't we? I put one of these down, Evan. No idea. Can't get any water to go in it. Doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know. At any rate, though, the water in these, everyone, let's go over here. Getting low, probably should fill them up. It seems like with the new update, the water now lasts longer. Before, I wasn't able to, like, sleep all year without filling them up. I'd have to fill them up at least once, I think? Maybe twice? And now when I haven't filled them up since last episode, which, last episode was, like, what, a year ago in game time? So... yeah, that is really nice, Evan. It's really nice that the water now lasts all year. That was kind of annoying before. All you're like, oh my goodness, having to constantly fill these things with water, which not horrible, I guess, given the amount of money they make. Speaking of the money they make, Evan, I'm thinking Giants must have nerfed that slightly. I don't think we're making quite as much money as we used to. It's still not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. Actually, it's gone down a little bit. Is one of these out of water? I wonder if one of these is out of water. Maybe I should go through and check these here. Or we get money from something else, too. I'm not sure. It looks like they all have water. Okay, no idea why it fluctuates. Then the rest of the money, everyone, came from the loan. Since the last time we borrowed money, everyone, we have bought some fields. We've bought a couple of fields, and that has allowed our loan to go up to $965,000. So we can borrow quite a bit more money than we could before. And we'll have to probably guess what we're going to do with the money, right? That's right. I think it's time to upgrade this combine, everyone. And there's only one combine that comes to mind. John Deere X9 1100. $550,000. Oh my. Yeah, we'll put GPS on that. Pipe design 1. We'll probably do design 2. Looks like a longer pipe. That always seems better if you ask me. License, yeah, we'll put the license. Actually, think they fixed this now, they said, didn't they? Let's find out here. No, they did not. It's still, you push the E key. Yeah. E key switches it for some reason. Stupid. Don't know why Giants did it that way. There we go. And you gotta make sure you click the E here. There we go. Okay. There we go. John Deere X9 1100. We'll go ahead and now buy that $570,000. Yeah, options there. Oh, the pipe doesn't actually change the price at all, does it? That's interesting. GPS adds $15,000 right off the top. And then, of course, we need a header for this combine. So, John Deere HD50F seems like the only logical head for it. And that one is how you spend $650,000 real quick. I was actually hoping we'd have some money left over for a field, everyone. But no, that did not happen, did it? Just notice the game is getting a little loud here, isn't it? Someone did mention they bumped up the game volume. It looks like that might be the case, which is a good thing, because again, this game was ridiculously quiet before. For those of you who have not seen my audio setup, I do run a mixer, and at least up until now, when I have that mixer maxed out, I mean, like, I can't turn it up any higher. I mean, I can start doing gains, everyone, but oh boy, that things can start getting ugly quick when you start doing too much gain on a audio channel. Prefer not to do that. So bump the gain up slightly, turn the slider up as high as it'll go, and pretty much been running that way. Previously, back when, Farming Simulator 19, I usually ran the slider, I don't know, was it like -10 or something like that? Farming Simulator 22, I'm running at +10. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Actually, no, let's start on this end of the field here. I'm gonna hold it out here. As well as the tank itself. And yes, this should make harvesting much, much quicker, I think. I mean, we got some fairly good-sized fields here. Actually, it's all one field, I guess. Speaking of fields, I was thinking if there was enough money, I was going to purchase the field next to us here. That's 34 and 35, I'm assuming. 33, no, 33 and 34. Okay. Yeah, 33 and 34 here. I was considering purchasing those. Didn't quite account for how expensive this was going to be, did I? Let's get some GPS going here. Alt-C, Control-S. We need a... Let's see what angle are we going? I think this is 0. Yes, I'm right. Okay. Alt-home that. Go ahead and auto-width that. There we go. We are locked on the GPS line. Again, this is a guidance steering from Whoopster. This is not the vehicle control add-on, although I am using that mod quite extensively for GPS here as well. Just being like so back comes out of the tank there. I wonder if that's specific for the canola or just in general. Either way, I like it. That is a good sight going down the field, isn't it? Oh, it's John Deere X9 1100. Too bad, at least in the game, remember, they didn't like give you options for different, the two different sides. Again, John Deere X9 1100 comes in the 1000 and the 1100 side. Also, I think there's two other sizes, smaller sizes too, if I remember correctly. But the two big ones, the 1000 and the 1100. And then not to mention too, why don't we have additional options for tires and tracks and all that stuff? Seems like Giants really missed a lot of possibilities here, if you ask me. Not that there's anything wrong with this, just could have been better, if you ask me. Quite a bit better. That being said, on the 3D track, 3D track was good. We did have 3D tracks back in Farming Simulator 19.2, by the way, when it came to this combine. That was, I think that was Sid modding, right? Sid modding, that was John Deere 9. And his version of the actually had 3D tracks on it as well, by the way. once we got past the whole mod authors stealing tracks out of DLC problem there. That was a bit of a whoopsie, shall we say, on the mod author's part. Shall we go ahead and just do another? Probably should just do another headlight down here. I think that'd probably be a good idea. Already 39% full, not too shabby. Speaking of full, how's the other combine looking? Looks like he's still moving. I'm surprised he's not full already. I would have thought he'd been full by now. I mean, yeah, again, unless I'm missing something here, looking at this, we should be getting a really good yield, right? We go to this screen. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's run over to that section here. That is over here. Is that weeds? I think that's weeds over here. Let's see if we can find that here a minute. Ah, here we go. Weeds. Yes, partial. I don't actually... Oh, there's some weeds down there. Okay, they're down there. Looks like it is 90%. So we lost 10% there. Because of the weeds. What happened here, everyone, is the planter got ahead of the roller, and this section missed being rolled. And with it being missed being rolled, everyone, we had significantly more weeds here than we did the rest of the field. So that's what happened there, unfortunately. Yep. Oh well. And then I wasn't sure what we'd have for weeds, everyone, so I didn't bother rolling until after the crop came up. If I would have rolled right away, we would have been fine. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's go unload the combine here a minute. I got two tractors over here, which I think it's that one that has the gravity wagons. Yep. Didn't realize I had both tractors over here. Okay, we'll let that unload. And going back to the John Deere X9, let's fire this combine back up and continue our path down along the headland here. Now that we have a bigger combine, I might have to maybe look into upgrading our gravity wagons here fairly soon. I don't know if those gravity wagons will necessarily keep up anymore, shall we say. Might have to actually look into getting a truck. And now that Giant supposedly has actually fixed the in-game trucks, so they actually can move everyone, that might actually be a better choice. Now we'll find out. Haven't used them up until this point myself, but for those that have, apparently they were really bad when it came to traction. They wouldn't move, I guess. And yeah, like I said, it sounds like Giants has finally fixed that problem. Goes back to what I've said again before, everyone. Just my opinion, but I think this is one of the worst releases for a Farming Simulator series, Farming Simulator 22 here. And again, I don't mean it's a bad game, it's just the Giants did a really, really bad job of play testing the game, everyone. Just, a couple of hours of play testing, and Giants should have realized that, oh, hey, this is good, that's not good, whoa, that's not ideal, oh, missing this, missing that, that's, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? Seems like I said, Giants really missed it on that point. But that being said, I still think it's a really good game here. We've got a really good game to work with and build off of. As I've said many times before, and with previous versions of this game, everyone, it's not the game itself, it's the mods that really kind of make the game. Otherwise, everyone, myself included here, if we didn't have mods in the game, I'd probably play this game for what, a couple months, maybe at the most, if that, maybe like a month, and then it'd be okay, on to the next game, right? But fortunately, we have quite a good selection of mods in the game typically, and well, kind of keeps coming back for new content all the time, right? Speaking of new content, everyone, probably as soon as there is a good map, good modded map out, we'll probably be switching to a modded map here fairly soon. I'm thinking that one, I don't know, just not feeling the whole Elmcreek here, if you know what I mean. It's okay map for everyone, but not great in my opinion. I think we can do better. So like I said, once I see a decent, good map that looks like I'd like to play on it, everyone, we're probably going to be switching to a modded map. We might maybe like take our money and equipment with us. We'll see once here, but after all, we just upgraded to a John Deere X9 here. Over here. Once we're done with this harvest, I'll probably go ahead and sell the other combine. I'll probably just hang on to it for now. No sense selling it till we're done, I think. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Oh, that's right. I got to stay in the combine for it to unload. Actually, you know what? I should really turn on the setting for, like, manual ignition, shouldn't I? Speaking of options here, apparently they added the option for periodic fieldstone. No, where is the option for, like, placeables? Not sure where they put them. Maybe it's under the other settings here. That might be it. Let's see, Fahrenheit, acres, miles, dollars. Yeah, that only changes so much stuff. But anyway, field info on, colorblind. No, yeah, that just changes the color on the map. Gear shift mode, engine speed, speedometer, huh? Vehicle sound. Oh, that's interesting. You can actually switch that. Okay. Sound. I can turn it off. Okay, well, we probably don't want that, do we? Radio volume. Okay, I'm not sure where they put the setting for placeables, Evan. Well, maybe it's under that menu. That could very well be. Haven't gone looking for that setting myself yet. Okay, we'll just make a pass down this side of the field, and we'll go back to our side of the field here. Probably far enough in, I might be able to get the mulcher. Well, that's right, Evan. Why am I harvesting the short way? We're harvesting the short way here again, aren't we? Oh, well. Should rotate that combine around, shouldn't I? Although, to be honest, I mean, probably with the shape of this field, it probably does actually harvest better the short ways. Just because, let's go back to the other screen. Just because of the shape of the field over here, it probably actually does harvest better this way. Also need to make sure I change up my fertilizer routine just slightly, everyone. Apparently, let's see, what did I do? I shallow cultivated and then rolled after the shallow cultivating, but in between there I fertilized, everyone. Apparently that's not a good way to do it. Apparently you need to have something a little bit more in between fertilizer than just rolling, because apparently rolling does not take away the fertilizer level, so you cannot fertilize after rolling. So when you go ahead and plant, well, the fertilizer from your planter doesn't count. So like I said, I need to do something a little different there. Probably right after mulching, we should probably fertilize, or maybe even before mulching, we should fertilize. Well, I seem to remember that caused some problems as well, from what I remember. Yep, still needs to be mulched. Okay. Interestingly enough, everyone, apparently, well, as you can see here, there seems to be quite a bit of overlap on some of these fields here now. I'm not sure what's up with that. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Because more than likely, at least when it comes to fertilizer, I've probably overlapped more than the amount you see here. But yet it doesn't count all of that, so I don't know. No idea why it does that. Reminder again, by the way, if you'd like to join us in on the RDAllen multiplayer servers, that information again is down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. We just ask that you please join us in on the RDAllen Teampseak server. Again, the RDAllen Teampseak server information is down below in the description. Okay, we'll pull up some comments here in a minute. See once we got some comments here from the last couple of episodes. Almost done in that headland. There we go. 51% full. Not too bad. Lock on that GPS, and away we go here again. Oh boy, we missed a couple of stalks there. Someone, don't tell Mathos. Everyone, don't tell Mathos. Richard was saying I had a similar problem with fertilizer. Used a fertilizer spreader to put the first fertilizer on, then just used a seeder with a fertilizer function. Although seeder uses fertilizer, it does not give the second level of fertilizer. I found that same thing going on here as well there, Richard. It uses the fertilizer, so it charges you for the fertilizer, but then you don't actually get the benefit of the fertilizer, so that's kind of annoying. I'd like to say back in Farming Simulator, let's see, Farming Sim 19, could you get away with fertilizing and planting? I think you could, right? I think if you fertilized that one, and then you planted with a no-till planter that had fertilizer on it, I believe you got your 2 applications of fertilizer that way, I'd like to say. Could be wrong on that, don't quote me. The one thing I know you could not do, though, was back in 1911, you could not fertilize after planting with a planter that had fertilizer on it. That did not work. Always had to have something in between. Ethan was saying the update definitely broke more than it fixed. I experienced no issues before myself. Now I have a fist. Half a sheet long of... Okay, he's got half a sheet long of paper of errors, I take it. Oh, okay. I have a list, half a sheet of paper long. There we go. Just got to read it right. With the right grammar pronunciation in there. Myself, not sure on errors. Definitely, they definitely fixed some things that one, so I'm not sure what Ethan's doing. Kind of curious. Maybe if he can comment again and let us know some of the problems he is seeing. Definitely seems like Giants fixed, I would say, some of the bigger gripes in the game here to some extent. One of those being you can now at least see like the weeds and mulched and needs rolling and stones. That's really nice having you can actually see all that stuff now. With that being said, it would be nice to maybe... I don't know. Again, I don't like the weeds are green. That does not seem like a good idea to me because that's your growing color as well. But, oh well. You now got field info on the field itself. That's really nice. You can actually see the field info. What else do we have? Oh, pallets are much, much better now, everyone. So people watching. There's been quite a few comments from people on pallets. Let's see if I can find one here in a minute. Okay, I don't see a comment on the pallets. Like I said, I know I've seen... There's been quite a few comments on the pallets. You haven't... Giants has increased the size of the pallets in the game here. So now your pallets hold more. So that's why you now have a bunch of half-full pallets. For those of you who remember seeing my bees, all the pallets on the bees look like they're messed up. They are now looking much, much better. I did not touch them. I left them where they are at. And now most, if not all of them, are full. The pallets, I don't remember what they held before. For the honey, they now hold, I think it was like 400 liters or something like that. So they hold, I think it's 2 or 3 times as much as what they held before, everyone. So that is a really nice addition. Again, when it goes back to what I said before, if Giants would have just like play tested this game a little bit, they would have realized, oh, hey, this is not cool. That doesn't work out so well. Just lots and lots of little things, everyone. Not to mention the big issue of no GPS in the game. Which, again, I'm still assuming it's got to be like a European thing, right? Because why is there no GPS in the game? That just does not make sense. Fortunately, at least on the PC side of things, everyone, well, we got mod authors that are really good at fixing that problem. And I should have put the pipe out before I drove away, shouldn't I? Oh, we're close enough. No, not even close. Wow, missed it by a mile. Okay, let's, we'll just turn that around and try that again. Pretend we didn't see that. That's why you put the pipe out before leaving the combine. That way when you pull up to it, you can be the right distance away. Also, someone said there was... Why is it not empty? Oh, that's right. Gotta be in the combine to empty, don't you? Someone said there's an update to these gravity wagons. I went to his website. I think it's Din's Botting. Not seeing any update for these gravity wagons, so... Again, I mean, the gravity wagons currently do not work well with the hired worker, the AI worker anyway. None of the other, like, the go-to function works, but not, like, none of the delivery or any of the other functions like that work on these wagons. Here's a comment on the pallets. Night Wolf was saying pallets really didn't break. They fixed them so that you have a bunch of pallets in one spot. It doesn't cause lag in your game. As far as the game goes, it's bound to have problems when they're doing everything in-house now. That is true, I suppose. I believe what Night Wolf was referring to that one. Previously, I believe Giants had a game publisher, right? Now, as far as I know, was it Focus Interactive, I think, or something like that? Now it's just Giants. For those you notice, looks like Giants is now the developer and the publisher, if I understand it correctly. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. Someone was telling me about that here a while back. And yes, I think I kind of noticed that. Bane was saying, when are you getting a new combine? Hey, well, to watch this episode, that's when we got a new combine. We just needed to save up enough money to buy one / borrow enough money. So between saving and borrowing, we managed to get this combine. Because again, definitely would have gotten it here with just borrowing the money. We'd only be able to borrow like another 400-some thousand. Plus the money we made off the greenhouses here while sleeping. And then the money made from last year's harvest here as well. Let's see, how's the other combine? He looks like he's still moving. Excellent. Moses was saying, love the videos. Good job. Thank you very much for that. Christopher was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that as well. Retired Ump was saying, distributing is if you're using a production chain. Like if you own the bakery, strawberries will automatically go to the bakery. That's what I assumed it was for there. So he's talking about the greenhouses. Again, you have 3 options when it comes to the greenhouse, everyone. You can have it generate pallets. Not sure who in the right mind would want to do that, but you can generate pallets. Keep in mind, if you generate pallets, you do make more money. You just have to deal with the pallets. You can obviously sell, so it just straight up sells the crop, or you can distribute. And distribute, everyone, like Ump was saying here, if you have a bakery, we'll distribute the strawberries to the bakery. Just Stuff a Wolf was saying, eggs are worth it here in Farming Simulator 22, but the only way you can make a big profit is if you get the biggest chicken coop. Well, we might have to look into that there then. I don't know. Anyone want to see chickens on the map here? We do have like 2 small useless fields over here. We can maybe put some buildings up on. I don't know if the biggest chicken coop would fit or not, but we can try that. Okay, and everyone, looking at the time, it looks like it is about time to wrap it up here for this episode. So on that note, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.